Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Ndi Naija, and it is time to set up my April budget. You can see a load of cash here. It's because I want to try cash envelopes this month. So, if you're interested in seeing how I set up my bills, sinking funds, and cash envelopes, stay tuned. Alrighty folks, I will be punching the April sheet that I will use for the bills, and then I'm going to take out the March one and do a transfer. Essentially copy over the stuff that's on the March page to the April page. Now some people just decide to do this automatically and make an actual photocopy, but I like to write it in just to help my muscle memory. And I'm going to draw a couple of lines, essentially, drawing over what's there right now. And I have a line for whether it's an auto pay or not. And the next line is the amount of the bill due. The next line is the date that it's due. And the next line is the date that I paid it. And the last line is the checkbox to check off that I made it. So I'm going to write a couple of these down, and then I'll go off camera to write the rest of them in, and we shall be back. Okay folks, I have gone ahead and written in my bills. I basically copied them from my March setup, which is right here, and I prefer to do things vertically. I'm a lister. I'm just a lister, so this is how my brain works. I tried putting all the bills into a monthly spread to actually see when everything was due, but for some reason I don't know, it just wasn't working out for me. I like the list format and having everything in a list. And typically I separate the bills, so everything concerning the house is up here, and then the auto pay, most of the auto pay bills are here. This would be a better example of that. So everything concerning the home, and the cell phone jumped in there. And the next bit are the bunch of auto pay bills, and then the debts, and then TJ stuff. So that's how I arranged it here. And I put an A just to remind me of the items that are on auto pay. And that's basically it for the April setup. I also like to write my big purchases, and I have it in quotes because neither of these are as big as, say, the frame of a bed, or like here, the Happy Planner Punch, which I think originally is like 50-60 bucks. So I just put it to the side because it is not a four walls type of spending, but it's more like, well, this is what I intend to buy. Let's see if we have room in the budget and in the expenses for it. So I put it to the side. So it may be purchased, it may not be purchased. Okay, so that's that setup for the bills. As I pay them, I will write them in. I have the amount somewhere, I just don't have it right here. The next thing that we are going to work on are the sinking funds. Now, you notice that you don't see any amounts here in the month of March. I've been wrestling with this for a little bit, how to properly track and account for my sinking funds. I have been doing it electronically up till now, but I think I need to do it in cash, just so that the money is there, just to see how I am spending it. Because for me, for TJ, especially with things like clothes, as he has been growing so fast, thank you Lord, And thank you because you will give me everything I need to provide for him. But, it's no fun when you bought, say, a pair of pants and then 3 weeks later the pants are too small, they're too tight, they're too short. That has been happening a lot. Yeah, it's been happening a lot. So, and the funny thing is that it's been happening more with his uniforms. So, he has to go to school, he has to wear a uniform, so mama has to purchase it. So, and then these pants ain't cheap, and the boy is tall. So, let's just leave that there. So I am going to, let's pull this into frame now. I am going to attempt to track my sinking funds, and that would be sinking funds and sinking bills with a cash envelope. Yeah, it's a little different. I think most people use, I want a yellow or a green or blue or light purple. I don't want a purple. I want a blue turquoisey color. Most people use cash envelopes for categories of spending that they tend to be a little excessive in. And it's something I've considered, but I just haven't put it into action yet. But I want to see how this would go for sinking funds and sinking bills. And basically, it's just going to be in cash, and then whenever I want to spend it, I will either use the cash or transfer the money back into my account and go from there. So I'm not exactly sure how it would work, but I mean, you have to try it, right? Let's see, sinking funds. I need to write this pretty small. Okay, so I'm going to write out or rewrite all these items on this list, put some ruled lines, and we will be right back. Alrighty folks, the page is basically set up. Let's see what I want to include here. So these are all the sinking funds. These first few are the bills. These are things that will come. It's not a choice as to whether I pay them or not. It has to be done. And then the rest are, I don't want to call them discretionary, but they're necessary for living, and then the rest of it. So I have my HOA dues, home maintenance. Now all of these are not going to be funded, but you'll see that in a few minutes. So HOA dues, home maintenance, home warranty, pest control. My trash is billed every 3 months or so that's a sinking fund or a sinking bill. Amazon Prime, you have yearly dues. Sam's Club, same thing. To file my taxes, Family Wizard, and I should put my planner stuff here, but really that's in a different fund. And then clothes and shoes for me, TJ, repairing my car, registering my car. And this should probably move over here. Yeah, this should move over here, maybe next month. And then TJ's uniforms and health insurance deductibles. And any monies for vacation or travel, birthdays or gifts, and holiday pictures. So let's see how much of these will be funded. I'm going to put the amounts that I want to have, or the total amount in here, and then the unit. Let's write that at the top. I'm calling it unit price, but it really isn't unit price. It's how much per month should I be putting into my cash envelopes. And then you have a plus. Whoa. So that, you have a plus, you have a minus. You know what I didn't start with? I did not start with a starting balance. Next month, I have to remember that the next column after these two should be starting balance, because this one is an ending balance. I mean, I could always white this out and make this a starting balance and an ending balance, but I am currently starting from 0. You know what? I will just make it that, just so everything is clear. Just in case when I come back next month to do this, I don't remember what I did at first. You know how that happens? When you have done something and you think, oh yeah, my future self will be able to figure it out. And then you come back and you're wondering, what was I even thinking? So I'm trying to avoid this. And it's important, I should have written just end balance. Yeah. It's important to try and make life for your future self easier. That's one of the things that I'm trying to do by implementing sinking funds. And it worked very well for me last year, especially with my car and all the repairs that I had to do. So I want to track this and see how I do, especially with sinking funds, partly because I've had issues with, I don't know if I'll call it issues, but with the rate at which the young man is growing, you know, I keep buying uniforms and buying new uniforms. So I just want to track it as opposed to just, oh, go to the store, buy, and then all of a sudden I'm like, wait a second, you know, I'm way over budget. So let's see how this can happen. All right, so we're going to put in, and I have my cheat sheet out here from my Excel spreadsheet because I do a lot of things in Excel. I can do very quick changes to my budget and sinking funds and things in Excel, so that makes it easier for me. And I was tracking my contributions to my initial sinking funds in Excel, but I only tracked what I added. I didn't track how I spent it, so I still didn't know what was going on. So I'm going to put all the amounts here, all the total amounts here, and you'll see how you develop your sinking funds. So HOA dues last year was how much? About $200. Home maintenance, I don't have an amount for that, but you are supposed to have about 1 to 2% of your home, of the price of your home, as a sinking fund for any maintenance. I don't have that yet, so I will leave that blank. My home warranty is about $700 a year. Pest control is about $260 a year. And that particular one is quarterly, so it may or may not be equal to this amount. Sanitation, the folks bill me about 3 or 4 times a year. I think it's every 3 months, so that's 4 times a year. And recently their price actually went up. Yeah. It was $75 every 3 months, and now it's, how much did I pay? $79? Let's just call it 80. So 80 times 3 is $240, or we should really say 80 times 12, because no, that is way too much. That is way too much. Let's do this. So if it's 80 every 3 months, we say 80 divided by 3 gives us the unit price. I hope you're seeing that. And then we multiply it by 12, which gives me the yearly cost. So I will call that $320. Amazon Prime is about $130. And Sam's Club is about the same amount. I'm just putting $150. I don't remember the exact amounts of these two, but I know this one is more than $120 and this one is more than $120 as well. Tax filing, I should budget $250 for it. Meanwhile, if you guys need someone to do your taxes ASAP, get with me. You can find my email address there, and I'll give you the hookup She's great. She's amazing. So, yeah. Our family wizard. The means of communication between the boy's father and myself is $120 per year. Clothing and shoes. I'm going to write $240. That is not correct, but let's see. Same thing for him. Also not correct. Car repair and maintenance. I am going to budget, let's see, I spent, what, $3,000 last year? I'm going to budget $1,200 this year. Now, whether or not all of these are funded, you guys will see in a minute when I put the cash together. And then car registration. We spent about $85, so I will make that $85. Uniforms. I am going to budget, well, this should be uniforms, school supplies, and activities. Now I'm budgeting $600. We will see how accurate that will be. Health insurance deductibles. I think it's about $4,000 or so, but I'll just leave that blank. And I should probably put something to indicate that they are blank. Even though I know, or I can see the blank space, but, you know, just something there. Vacation and travel. Let's make this $500. Also inaccurate. Birthdays and gifts. I put $240. And holiday pictures. This is I like to try and do professional pictures once a year. I did not do that last year. We'll see if I do it this year, you know, because I'm looking for different ways to save money. And let us make that $150. Okay, now we're going to do our unit prices. This is how you do sinking funds. So you find the total amount, and I hope you guys can see that. Yes, I think you can. You find the total amount of whatever it is you're funding and divide it by the number of months that you have before you pay it. So because I want to make this a yearly thing, let's divide everything by 12. So my HOA dues. We have $1,666. I prefer to make things a round number, but that doesn't always work. Home warranty. Pest control. Okay, I should probably total both of these out. Not that it's going to matter, but I will total both of these out and use my pencil to write it in. That's the total amount per year. And we shall now divide that by 12. 448.75 bucks. We have now reached the cash envelope portion of this video. I'm using this accordion style file, and I probably need one more. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 sections here. I am funding more than 6 sections, but let's see how this goes. So we have the unit prices of these. What I have typically, I'm going to write in what I've typically added up to this point, and you guys will see. So I'll start with the Sam's Club dues. I usually put $10 aside for that. I just haven't gotten it up yet. There's another one. Amazon Prime is also $10. So I'll just make that 20. I'll put that together. And then, oh, actually I should show you guys this. This is my cheat sheet, right? And you see all the items here for sinking funds, the total amounts, and the unit costs. There's something missing. There's something missing from here because this number is incorrect. So I have an estimated and an actual. So what I should be putting into sinking funds every month is right around $350. Actually, it should be more closer to $450. This is the actual amount, and it's less. But hey, some sinking funds is better than none. So let me separate out these amounts and we will put them in the envelope. So we have $20 for Amazon Prime and Sam's Club renewal. We have another $20 for tax filing. Let's put that in here. And now, if you know anything about cash envelopes, you would know that you need to also have a piece of paper that says how much you added and when, and how much you removed and when. So, you know, a transaction log. So I still need to do that. I need to put that in my planner. So I so far have 40 bucks here. I need to put aside $28 for sanitation. 25. Why is the money jumbled about? Well, I will do this better next time. And if the worst comes to worst, you guys will see me folding the money in an attempt to keep it together. So far, we have taken care of Sam's Club, Amazon Prime, tax filing? See? That's what transaction logs are for. Sam's Club and Amazon Prime tax filing. The answer is yes. And then I just put 28 bucks aside for sanitation. Now I need to put aside 20 bucks for pest control. $20 pest control. I will put that with the sanitation fund. Now, watch. Because these are the quarterly bills. So, folded and it's in. So we put 20 bucks for pests and then school uniforms and stuff. That would be $50. That will have its own section in the large cash envelope. See, y'all, this is a process. Car registration. I did not put anything aside for that. Let's see, 50 bucks for car maintenance. Oh, so funny enough, in here I put car maintenance and registration together, and then here I took it out. Let's see if that will work. Let's see if we have enough money. We have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 2, 3, 4. We have 79 bucks. Okay, let's see. This reminds me of when people say, yeah, I have too much month and not enough money. So I said we had 79 bucks, right? So we have 10, 10, that's 20. And then 50, that's 70. And we don't have all of the $9 for the home warranty. So we are going to go with what we have. 50 bucks for the car. Wow, do I have 50 bucks? This is 40 and that's 50. We have 50 bucks for the car. And then we have HOA dues, which should be, no, that will be separate. HOA dues and Family Wizard. So that's 10, 10. And the rest of it, which is a grand total of 9 bucks, goes to the home warranty. Again, we're calling for folded monies, folded pieces. I think the home warranty and HOA dues should be together. So we will fold those together. And then I put that separately. So home warranty and HOA dues were together. And then the rest of it, or the last one, is for Family Wizard. And that would have to share a portion with, there was a $20, and that was for tax filing. That'll share with the tax filing. So that's about that. This is a very, as you can see, a very, this is quite a crude system. If you watch a lot of sinking funds videos on YouTube, and they're very great, there are a lot of great ones, you should check out eMichelle and Sarah Marie. Check out both of their videos on sinking funds. They have great videos on it. So you would see, and Tarshell also, you will see that a lot of people either make the cash envelopes. Oh, another person was Maury June, and there are a couple more people. I watch a lot of budget and finance related videos. So a lot of people either make their envelopes or buy their envelopes. I haven't gotten into that yet, but I just wanted to start with where I was and with what I have. So that's that. Now we are going to transfer the amounts that were actually funded from that list, or the cheat list, and the envelope onto this list, and it'll give me a clearer view of what has money in it and what does not. So if I recall, I put $9 towards the home warranty. I put $9. And then Family Wizard, I put $10. HOA dues, I put $10. Let's cross them out as I write them in. HOA dues. Car maintenance and registration. We have, whoa. See? Look at what I did. I have car repair and maintenance, and I have car registration. And both of those amounts add up to more than what I had in my cheat sheet. No fear. We will put that all in the car repair and maintenance section. I apologize that this video is going to be a long one, but it happens. So we have $50 in there. Cross that out. Uniforms and supplies. We have $50 in there. That one was fully funded. The next one was pest control. We do have $20 in pest control. We also should have $28 in sanitation. That's Tiger Sanitation, $28. That's odd. So I should have put $27 in there. That's cool, because next month I will put less than this 28. Okay, so that was Tiger Sanitation. The next one was tax filing. Tax filing, we have $20. And the next one was Amazon Prime and Sam's Club. So we have Amazon Prime and Sam's dues. As you guys know, that's where I get my gas from, Sam's Club, all day, every day. All right, now we can very clearly see the sinking funds that are funded and those that are not. I do not expect to spend anything from this portion of the sinking funds this month. And by the grace of God, in here for what is funded. Do we need a total? I don't think we need a total. But let's just do a total just for the sake of it. Just for the sake of it. We have $217. Let's see if that's accurate. 150, 170, 180, and 9 plus 28. Yep, that's correct. That's 217. I will write that in pencil. And that's all, folks. If this is my sinking funds setup. That's the setup page, and that is the envelope where the money's going. I'm now going to place that back into my planner. And if you guys have any questions, concerns, suggestions, or whatnot, anything you would like to share, please leave them down below in the comment section. I do appreciate you watching my videos. Thank you for joining me, folks. If you haven't already, please subscribe, like the video, and turn on the notifications so that you can be informed when I post another video. Thank you for rocking with me this long. Bye-bye. P.S. I went back, cut up some note paper, and wrote in the different categories and amounts that I had in each section. That's what was missing. And that's that. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.